Hey guys, it's Southpaw. With upgraded hardware and a new fluid in-game camera, this video is meant to be a follow-up to my first intro to Arma 3. You will be seeing more gameplay and battle scenes, beautiful cinematics, and an in-depth look at what makes the Arma series so unique. Arma 3 is an open-world, military tactical shooter made by Bohemia Interactive. The series has been around since 2001 with the start of Operation Flashpoint, and unlike other franchises that deteriorate as time goes on, the Arma series has stayed faithful to its predecessors. Not to mention the increasing graphical fidelity as each iteration is released, with giant terrains like Altus, Stratus, and Chernarus listed among the 10 most beautiful video game environments. What makes this a truly unique series is that you can play however you want. All of the game's weapons, vehicles, and content are at your disposal. Nothing has to be unlocked. There are no levels or perks, it's simply the content of the game and your imagination, with little to no limitations. You can be an infantryman, drive an ATV, a car, a boat, and even a submarine. Take command of an armored personnel carrier, or a tank, fly a plane, or a reconnaissance drone, skydive, pilot a helicopter, or man a mobile anti-air vehicle. As for the roles of a foot soldier, play as a sniper, a scout, diver, anti-tank rifleman, explosive specialist, maybe even a combat medic. The list goes on and on. Your role is defined by how you want to contribute to the fight and help other friendly forces on the battlefield, and what the specific mission you're playing needs. The scope of Arma goes far beyond what the developers put into the initial game. They encourage and support modding, and the series would not be where it is today without its amazing modding community, which I'll touch on a little later. Just like Minecraft, Arma is a sandbox. With the built-in scenario editor, you can create your own missions and content. If you want to make a mission that requires your team to defend a base, or conduct a stealth op, or maybe you want your team to do a beach assault, you can easily make one with the editor. You can even recreate the operation that killed Osama bin Laden, or the Bay of Pigs invasion done right, maybe even a very popular Cold War gone hot scenario. Anything is possible in Arma, something that has been made very clear to me ever since I first started playing Arma 3 in early 2013. It's something that you will never get in mainstream first-person shooters, and the sandbox nature of the series continues to be a big draw to new players. In my experience, the most fun I've had in Arma is when my friends and I play randomly generated missions against AI, a formidable enemy that will always keep you on your toes. Over the years, many private clans and groups have formed. ShackTac being one of the most prominent and one of the largest, these groups strive to create a tight-knit community that focuses on teamwork and communication during missions. That said, the real joy in the Arma series comes from teamwork, coordinating with your friends, and communicating effectively to accomplish an objective. It's extremely satisfying. As a successor to Arma 2, Arma 3 is a big step forward and quite ambitious. The game adds a new stance adjustment key that allows the player to incrementally change their stance with 8 different positions. For the first time in the series, weapons and equipment are modular. This means you can easily take off weapon attachments and put on new ones at any time, or change gear on the fly to accommodate for a new role. There's also beautiful tracers, night vision goggles and scopes, white hot and black hot thermal, scope zeroing to adjust for range, and fully functional high fidelity cockpit instruments. Arma 3 brings a totally revamped lighting system, bringing the series up to modern standards. It also includes an accurate starscape if you don't have a map and need to find your direction. Recently, the long-awaited firing from vehicles feature was added to Arma 3. With it brings sling loading, another new addition that allows heavy lift helicopters like the CH-67 Huron to transport large cargo and vehicles. Additionally, for the first time in Arma, bipods and weapon stabilization were added in Arma 3, yet another step in the right direction. With a full day-night cycle, dynamic weather system, volumetric clouds, and realistic fog, along with these other features, the sandbox nature of the series is very evident, and it will continue to improve over time. What's not to love? Without its flagship terrains, Arma would not be an open-world sandbox. The expansive and extremely detailed terrains can be compared to games like Skyrim and Grand Theft Auto's Los Santos. Currently, the biggest terrain in the series is Altus, based on the real Greek island of Lemnos, which clocks in at around 270 square kilometers. Now, figures like that don't really do it justice. As you can see in this picture, the green overlay is Los Santos. If you've played GTA 5, you probably have a pretty good idea of map size, and it's big, but when comparing it to Arma 3's largest terrain, Altus dwarfs it. Here's another graphic, showing one of Battlefield 3's largest maps, Caspian Border, with some other terrains from other games, and as we zoom out, you will see Altus. Some might think a bigger map means less action. While this can certainly be true in first-person shooters, the ability to make your own missions and content in Arma negates that fact. The biggest highly detailed custom map clocks in at about 400 square kilometers. Maps such as Fallujah are great examples of what the Arma series, along with its modding community, is capable of. If someone asked me what I thought about the future of the Arma series, I could strongly say that the future is bright. With the brilliant community, and the work on the community upgrade project, which by the way, is probably the single greatest mod being worked on for Arma 3 right now, I'm excited for what's down the road. CUP will bring all weapons, vehicles, and terrains from Arma, Cold War Assault, and Arma 2 to A3 standards. Aside from that, the developers are constantly improving the game through bug fixes and stabilization, and new features through updates, which will always be free to anyone who owns the game. I could go into Bohemia's very fair and smart approach to DLC content, but that can wait for another day. I hope this video was helpful and informative, and if you're on the fence about buying this game, it's definitely worth it. Hands down, this game has enough content, along with help from the community, to last you many, many years. Thanks for watching.